Hello there, this is a Retro Spirits Guidance, and this is Macross Scrambled Valkyrie on the SNES. And there is the logo. This is by Zamuse. I don't know how to say it. Zamuse. I don't care. The legend is not finished. This is a robot-based, horizontally scrolling shoot 'em up, featuring ladies with blue hair in a laser show. It's the song and the war. Of course it is. It always is. It's always the song and the war. Here's a robot in space with explosions around it. That's a robot's natural environment. So fighting again, we've got some incredible Scrambled Valkyrie. We've got some incredible Japlish going on here. Mind you, I couldn't put a sentence together in Japanese, so I'm not really one to comment. Big West are involved. Big West are band. No, is it Go West? Don't know, don't care. We've got stereo there. Got a big stereo for the sound. Oh yeah. Got Saturn in the background, like a dirty brown Saturn. Yes, this is based on a manga, I guess, and an anime. And we've got three 70s looking fighters here. When I say 70s, I mean from the 1970s, not septuagenarians. We got a new machine for the fighting. Now the time to scramble Valkyrie again. I remember this game being reviewed in Superplay back in the day, and they scored it sort of 8 out of 10, kind of. I remember marvelling at the visuals on display in their screenshots, and this is a very attractive SNES game. But other than the graphics for the first level, which has all this colour cycling warpy nonsense, what does the game play like? Which is the most important thing? Well, it's a bit of a ball ache. You've got 3 weapons for each Valkyrie that you've scrambled, and they power up to 3 levels. You pick the P's up, and it powers up each of your guns, if you've got it selected, to a level 3. This guy here, he's got a laser, he's got some bombs. What was his third one? I didn't know it was his third one. Maybe I'll change into it in a minute. So I've picked P up, and now I've got 4 bombs coming at me rather than 2, which is exciting, isn't it? I've captured an enemy craft there, and how I do that is by not firing my gun, getting that yellow force field around my Valkyrie, and then sort of hovering over an enemy ship. It's very hit and miss. You often end up losing a lot of energy by colliding with enemies. Oh, he's got missiles. This guy's got missiles. Look at all the sprites. Whoa! He's got level 3 missiles there. That's very exciting. So your ship transforms, and you can harvest enemies in any of the states of your ship. So you go from aircraft to aircraft plus robot, so sort of legs stick down on the bottom, and then you go to robot, and they all have the same enemy collecting function. They do have different speeds, so the spaceship's faster than the semi-spaceship robot, and the semi-spaceship robot is faster than the robot. The robot is the slowest thing to fly around, but tends to have the most powerful weapon from memory. As you can see, the visuals are quite whizzy. Like, we've got lots of parallax star fields, we've got transparency up the wazoo, which is where the best place to have transparency, I think you'll agree. The music is typically sort of SNES. It's kind of lots of reverb and weird instruments. They were trying to, I think, beat Axlay here visually. They haven't managed it. The levels are all kind of in these tunnels. There's no, like, the screen doesn't scroll up or down, so it actually feels quite limited. It doesn't feel that expansive, whereas the levels actually had some up and down in them as well. Well, most of them did, or left and righty if they were going up the screen. So this is the era of people pushing the SNES to shoot 'em up extremes, because the SNES got a lot of flack back in the day for not doing shoot 'em ups. So having described the gameplay features, I haven't kind of gone into how annoying the game is to play. It's enemies come at you really quickly. You have to learn all the level layouts and where the enemies come on to be able to complete them in an R-type style way. But there really is no easing you in. Things will just fly at your face. There's a section on this level where robots just sort of crash into you. It's really annoying. The bosses are also annoying with their attack patterns. The boss at the end of this level is quite random. I mean, once you get used to it, I guess it's a bit better, but it never becomes anything more than not really boring. Like, it's mainly frustrating and a bit boring. It never really gets past that position. This is the bit where the robots just come on and crash into you. Unless you've got weapons, like you're powered up and you can kind of protect yourself, you just end up getting smashed every time. And this dude comes on unannounced. He's just looking at your ass like some sort of freaking sex pest. Oh, what's going on there? Here comes the boss. So the boss has got mode 7 effects. So he warps onto the screen with his single eye and fires hard to avoid candy floss at you. That's fun. He's just destroyed me with his laser beam. So what we're going to do here is we're going to look at the other two characters' weapons, because you get different loadouts for each character. And we're just going to say this game is approaching £200 to buy. It's quite a rare game. It's worth nowhere near that, so you have to download this game. There's no way you should be paying 200 quid for this. I didn't pay that much. I paid about 35 or 40 quid when no one gave a shit about this game back in the early 2000s, and it's just gone up ridiculously in that time frame. And I was a bit gutted. I spent 40 quid on it, to be honest. Yeah, I wasn't that impressed. I love shooters. I love horizontal shooters. I just find this one frustrating, slightly boring, but gorgeous looking. And the visuals aren't enough to make me play all the way through this game. There we go. That's that. £200 plus shit game equals no buy. That's my maths on show. Okay then. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news. Ta-ra.